Getting set to take on the Holton Lady Wildcats. I'm Mike Stahlbaumer. I'll be calling the game for you here this evening. Got Bill Ilstrass on the camera and Caleb Ridnour with the production work. Nemaha Central in their road purple, and they'll with the home white for Holton. Nemaha Central 2-0 on the season. Holton Lady Wildcats are 1-1. Thunder with a home win against Centralia start the season and a road win against St. Mary's last Tuesday. This is their second straight road game of the start of the season here at Holton. They will have another road game on Tuesday at Hiawatha on the 13th before they come back home to play Perry Lecompton on the 16th, a week from today. And then the final game of the December schedule will be at Sabetha on the 20th on a Tuesday. Have the starting lineups here in just a moment. Actually, I will go through them because I don't know that the announcer is coming through clear enough. So we'll I'll announce those as they come on to the floor. And here we go with the starting lineups for Nemaha Central. A 5'9" senior, number 12, Ella Larkin. For the Lady Wildcats, a 5'10" sophomore, number 0, Brooke Wilcott. For Nemaha Central, a 5'6" sophomore, number 14, Hallie Holthouse. For Holton, a 5'5" senior, number 11, Grace Etzel. For Nemaha Central, a 5'10" senior, number 15, Addie Holthouse. For Nemaha Central, a 5'10" senior, for Holton, a 5'10" senior, number 25, Lindsay Wisdom. For Nemaha Central, a 5'6" sophomore, number 30, Cammie Dollinghouse. For Holton, a 5'10" senior, number 33, Brooke Flewelling. And for Nemaha Central, a 6' sophomore, number 31, Reagan Garrity. And for the Wildcats, a 5'8" senior, number 34, Tiara Dodd. Head coach for the Thunder is Haddon Hilton. Assistant coaches Curtis Tattenhorst and Michael Glassick. Head coach for the Wildcats, Lady Wildcats, is Kurt Hostler. Assistant coaches Leslie Spear and Breeley New-Smith. And I believe they will have the national anthem. It looks like they're lining up for that to do that here in the ladies' start of the ladies' game. So they won't be doing it later in the boys' contest. Here we go with the national anthem. There you have the national anthem from the Holton pep band. And we'll be getting this game underway here in just a moment. Again, the Lady Wildcats 1-1 on the season. I didn't look at their schedule, see who they played. I think they had a loss to Baser Linwood, their last game, and I can't remember who they played their first one. Brooke Wilcott will be doing the jump ball for the Lady Wildcats. Addie Holthouse will do so for the Lady Thunder. There's a whistle, and here we go. Wildcats have the ball to start the game. Burlington is who they had won against in double overtime, 65-62. There's a shot up and good from Brooke Wilcott to start it off for Holton. Going the other way, get it to Garrity. Garrity with the layup, good herself. Nemaha Central answers quickly and into the press. Cross half court. Wisdom all the way to the glass, crossover. They're called travel on Wisdom, turning it over. Darlinghouse over to Hallie. Press put on by the Wildcats. A pass ahead to Larkin, and now we're going to get a foul against Flewelling. Crashing into Larkin. Is a little bit over Larkin's reach, but Flewelling creating enough body or running into her enough there to get called for the foul. First team on the Wildcats, first on Flewelling. Lady Thunder with the ball in a tie game, 2-2. Hallie to Garrity, hands off to Holthouse. She'll drive all the way to the glass, shot up. They're going to call a blocking foul on the Wildcats, be the second team foul on Holton, sending Addie Holthouse to the line. Number 34, Tiara Dodd, charged with her first personal. Holthouse back iron away on the first free throw. Second free throw from Addie Holthouse. That one stays up there and through. Lady Thunder with their first lead. 3-2 here early, just a minute into the game. Cross half court to Wilcott. She'll send it over to Etzel. Down low, left open, Flewelling. Brooke Flewelling puts it in for two. Holthouse needed some help, has it taken away. To the glass, missed, rebound, Dodd up with a shot, fouled, and couldn't get it to go. She'll shoot two. The Thunder with their first foul. This one charged, I believe, to Addie Holthouse. Nope, it was charged to Hallie Holthouse. First free throw from Tiara Dodd is short. Second free throw, that one missed as well. They got 6-3 on the board, is that correct? I think that should not be correct. Should be 4-3. They got an extra field goal up there. There was a foul and the shot called against number 25, Lindsay Wisdom. And Coach Hilton is calling them out on that. Now the score on the board to correct it. Yes, they got it correct now, 4-3. Reagan Garrity to the free throw line. She'll be shooting two here. First free throw is good for Nemaha Central. They have it tied at 4. Second free throw. That one's perfect. And Lady Thunder are on top. Wilcott cross half court to Flewelling. Loose ball on the floor, grabbed by Dodd. Shot up and good from Wilcott. Hallie Holthouse back to Cammie. Now passed across half court, tipped, but grabbed by the Dollinghouse. Hallie to Larkin. Larkin will go along baseline, goes up for the shot, got too far underneath, and ball loose, grabbed by Wisdom. Wisdom passes ahead. Dodd with the ball. Wisdom over to Flewelling. Man defense from the Lady Thunder. They get it to Etzel. Wisdom now to Dodd. Dodd will drive, pull up from the post, shot up, missed, rebound, pulled down by Holthouse. Addie Holthouse passing ahead to Hallie, pushes in the middle of the floor. She was going out of bounds, turned it over. Etzel to the wing, shot up from Dodd for three, misses, rebound, Holthouse. Addie Holthouse will push up the floor. Hallie Holthouse, far wing, 5:20 to go here in the first quarter. There's a steal from Flewelling, goes out of bounds. And it looks like it'll stay with the Wildcats, knocked out by Nemaha Central. Flewelling and Dodd will come out. Schuster is in along with number 20, Kaya Taylor. Etzel with the ball. Ellie Ruski into the game for Nemaha Central. Down the lane, passed it out. She got away with the travel there, I think. Wilcott out to Etzel. Etzel puts it on the floor. She'll drive to the lane, corner of the free throw line. The shot's going to miss. Holthouse pulling down another rebound. Holthouse across half court. Kicks out. Ellie Ruski will spot up for the easy three. Good. Ellie Ruski with her first basket. A three. Lady Thunder on top by 2. Cross half court. Etzel down the sideline. Gets double teamed. Trying to get out of it now. Finds an open Wilcott cutting to the glass. They left her alone and she lays it in for another basket. She's got 6 of the 8 points for Holton. Pass across court to Larkin. Now back to the middle. Garrity pass down low, looking for Addie Holthouse. Tracked it down. Over to Ruski. Now to Larkin on the far wing. Garrity looks to hand it off. Ruski to Larkin. Garrity give and go, looking for Larkin, is tipped away. An 8-8 tie here in the first quarter. Taylor out to Etzel. Wisdom drives down the lane, shot up, rolls around and in. Lindsay Wisdom with her first field goal of the game. Addie Holthouse all the way to the glass. Then she gets a shot up and in. First field goal for Addie Holthouse. Lady Thunder still in a man defense. Wisdom with the ball. Wisdom down the lane, shot up, too strong. And there's going to be an over-the-back call, or push over-the-back called on Elizabeth Schuster, her first. Third team. Substitutions. By Holton. Dodd back on the floor along with Erilyn Allen in seeing her first action. There's Larkin cutting to the glass for 2. Nice look ahead. Ella Larkin with her first field goal. 12-10. Dodd drives, kicks off. Schuster back to Dodd. Now across the lane. Taylor back out. Schuster brings it over to Allen. Taylor for three. Bounces high. Rebound. Grabbed by Addie Holthouse. Looking ahead. She finds Allie Holthouse. She'll slow it up. Back to Ruski. Out to Holthouse. Addie. Nice look to Larkin. And right to the glass for two. And a timeout, 30-second timeout called by head coach Holton for Holton, Kurt Hostler. We'll be back. You're watching SCTV.
Buying a new vehicle doesn't have to be stressful. Just ask any of our customers.
Wow, that was easy.
Our inventory keeps growing because of our great deals and friendly service. We invite you to come to Nemaha Valley Motors in Seneca, where we have the latest new Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Ram trucks for the farmer and all of us. Did you say sports cars? Oh yeah, we have those too.
Come see us. It's like a car show every day.
Experience the difference at Nemaha Valley Motors in Seneca.
Welcome back. You'd like to recognize some sponsors. We have Rainbow Communications, Saints Peter and Paul Catholic Church, Water Conditioning of Seneca, Sailor Insurance, and United Methodist Church of Seneca. I'd like to thank our sponsors for supporting us and helping bring local programming to the community. Press being applied, a full court man defense from the Lady Thunder. They get it ahead to Taylor. Now to Dodd. Dodd will drive, kicking off. Wisdom has it nearly picked away. Now we got a jump ball call as Addie Holthouse ties her up. The possession arrow goes to Nemaha Central. Wilcott will head back in for Schuster. Callie Honeyman into the game for the first time. She was sick or injured in the first game of the season and coming off a sick week. And now Addie Holthouse goes down to the floor. She's holding her ankle. She may have stepped on another foot coming when she came down. Holthouse getting the basket, but now we got an official timeout called. They help her up and they're see if she'll walk it off. I think she'll be fine and she will be back. She will have to come out of the game, I believe. And so Garrity, Larkin, Honeyman, Hallie Holthouse, and Ellie Ruski on the floor for Nemaha Central. The Thunder lead 16-10. Pass in the middle of the floor over to Taylor. Cross half blocked by Honeyman and into the hands of Taylor, who was standing out of bounds. Hallie Holthouse over to Ruski. Now back to Hallie. Now to Ruski. An open three on the far wing. That one's good as well. Her second three-pointer. They're up by 9 with a minute to go here in the first quarter. 19-10. Wisdom with the ball. Give it to Dodd. Allen. Wilcott now. Taylor. Dodd crossed to Wisdom in the lane. Shot up. That one's going to miss. Hallie Holthouse with the rebound. 27 seconds. Cross half court to Honeyman. Holthouse now to Larkin. Garrity top the key, or top the free throw line there. Now Ruski. Skips it over to Larkin on the far wing. 10 seconds. Honeyman down the lane, running layup, misses. Tipped in the hands of Honeyman. Needing to go back up. And now we're going to get a foul call. And Honeyman will shoot two with 5.2 on the clock. This charge to number 25, Lindsay Wisdom, be her first personal. Free throws good from Honeyman. Second free throw. That one's good as well. She gets them both. The Lady Thunder are 5 of 6 from the free throw line here in the first quarter. And a 21-10 lead. Pair of three-pointers. Half-court shot's going to be short. And Nemaha Central lead at 11 after the first 8, 21-10. You're watching SCTV. We'll be back.
Sailor Insurance has been serving our customers in the Midwest for over 90 years. At Sailor Insurance, we value every family story as we help protect their dreams and their future. Our goal is to make sure that you have the right insurance coverage to protect your family, home, farm, and business so you can focus on what truly matters. Learn more about what we can do for you at SailorInsurance.com.
It's 21-10, Nemaha Central leading here after the first 8 minutes of play. Brooke Wilcott with 6 points, Lindsay Wisdom and Brooke Flewelling with 2 each for the White Lady Wildcats. For Nemaha Central, Ellie Ruski with a pair of three-pointers, 6 in the book, 2 for Callie Honeyman coming at the free throw line, Ella Larkin with a pair of field goals, Addie Holthouse with a pair of field goals, 1 of 2 at the line for 5 points, and Reagan Garrity with a field goal and 2 free throws as well for so far in the game for her. Wildcats with the ball to start the second quarter. Addie Holthouse still on the bench. I think she's maybe getting her ankle taped up, and there's a steal. But then Holthouse just standing barely on the line out of bounds, and it goes back to the Wildcats. Wilcott gets it in. Try to go down to Flewelling and poked away from her hands. Cammie Dallinghouse with the ball up the near side. Now to Larkin. Over to Hallie. Into the corner. Hallie Honeyman missing the 3 ball. Larkin with the loose ball. Now out to Hallie. There's a steal. And a layup missed from Wilcott. Larkin slows it up. Off to Dallinghouse ahead. Honeyman. Honeyman to Holthouse. Now to Dallinghouse. Back over to Larkin. Garrity down low, looking for Larkin. Denied away, but tracked down by Hallie Holthouse. She'll drive the baseline. Throws it across over to Larkin. Back out high. Dallinghouse an open 3. Rattles it in. It's good. Cammie Dallinghouse with her first field goal of the game, a 3 ball. And the Thunder up by 14 here early in the second quarter. Pass ahead, taken away by Dallinghouse. Looking ahead, finds Honeyman. Now back to Larkin. Hallie Holthouse with the ball. 6.5 minutes here in the second quarter. Honeyman to Holthouse. Now Dallinghouse. Dallinghouse near side, backs it out, gets it to Larkin. No, Honeyman goes in the backcourt, and they'll have an over and back call. And turning it over to the Wildcats. Addie Holthouse checking back into the game. Honeyman comes out. Flewelling and Wisdom come out of the game for the Wildcats. It's like Schuster and Dodd. And Natalie Wilcott in. There's a shot from Dodd, or Wilcott. Brooke Wilcott for 3, misses, and now we got a foul call against Nemaha Central. Goes on Addie Holthouse, will be her first. Second team foul. Dodd with the ball. Called for the travel. Took a little hop in there as she was trying to make the pass. Holthouse Looking to go across half court, tip ball and tracked down by Wilcott, but she's going to travel with it as well. Into Dollinghouse. Now over to Hallie. Hallie, nice drive to the glass. Beats her defender and puts it in for two. And a travel call. Turns it back over to Nemaha Central. Etzel comes out. Kaya Taylor checks in. Ball into Garrity. Looking to throw it over the top to Addie Holthouse, but too far over the top and taken away. Schuster tipped out. Now over the corner. Schuster, jumper, short, partially blocked. Wildcats with the ball, but it goes through the legs and out of bounds off Taylor. 5:09 to go, second quarter, 26-10. Nemaha Central. Dollinghouse picks up her dribble. Holthouse, Hallie Holthouse. Larkin into the lane. Fadeaway jumper, misses. Rebound. I thought maybe they'd get Holthouse for a foul. No call. Wildcats with the ball. Into the corner. Brooke Wilcott down low looking for Natalie, and Wilcott and knocked away out of bounds off Larkin. Wisdom checks in as Natalie Wilcott comes out of the game. Wisdom with the jumper, short, grabbed by Cammie Dollinghouse. Looking ahead for Addie, gets her. Goes up with a shot, fouled from behind by Brooke Wilcott. It'll be her first, sixth team foul. Holthouse shooting two. First one is good. Bounced around and finally decided to go through. Larkin comes out. Ellie Ruski checks in for her. Second free throw from Holthouse. That one misses. Rebound goes to Brooke Wilcott. And a carry called on number 34, Tiara Dodd. (27-10), coming up on the halfway mark here, the second quarter. Dollinghouse back over to Ruski. Now to Holthouse. Addie Holthouse back to Ruski. Baseline. Garrity back out. Holthouse needing some help. Finds Honeyman. Now Dollinghouse. Honeyman to the wing. Back out. Down low, looking for Garrity. Taken away by Schuster. Wisdom drives in the lane. Kicks it over to Wilcott. Back out. Now into the hands of Schuster again. Wisdom. Wisdom on the baseline. Back out to Schuster. Now it's to Dodd. Dodd with the ball. Drives to the baseline, pulls up for a jumper, misses. Reagan Garrity with the rebound. Honeyman. That was a tip pass, but right into the hands of Garrity, and now they're going to get a foul on number 44. Schuster trying to collapse down and block her on the line. Instead, it bumps her out of bounds, called for the personal foul. Her second, seventh team foul puts Cammie Dollinghouse on the line to shoot a 1-and-1. Misses the free throw. Into the corner, taken away. Ruski. Now to Holthouse. Back over to Ruski. Open three in a corner. That one's in motion. Perfect. Right in rhythm, taking the pass and the shot up good. Her third at three-pointer here in the half. Wisdom down the lane, up with a shot. They're going to call a blocking foul on Nemaha Central. Addie Holthouse called for another foul. Her second, third team. Wisdom gets the first free throw of the game for Holton. Second free throw, good as well. 30-12. Hallie Holthouse finds Larkin. Holthouse flirting with that half-court line. They find Garrity underneath for two. If she'd have pushed her foot back down to the floor, she went over to the backcourt. Etzel brings it over to the near side. Flewelling. Now back to Etzel into the corner. Quick rotation, nearly picked off, and picked up a loose ball. Garrity. There's off to Ruski, up the far sideline. It's at the Larkin, now Garrity, over to Honeyman. Honeyman looking to get it low to Larkin, who flashed open, but Wisdom was able to knock it away out of bounds. Dodd and Wilcott, Natalie Wilcott check in as Brooke Wilcott and Wisdom come out of the game. They get it into Garrity. Nice rotation. Honeyman up with a shot. Good. Honeyman coming in from out of bounds on the out of bounds pass. Comes open underneath for two. 34-12. Etzel in the corner. Gets it out high to Flewelling. Now over to the near side. Todd into the middle. Good ball rotation. Shot up missed from Schuster. Now pass ahead to Honeyman. Honeyman on the post. Out to Holthouse. Holthouse to Honeyman. Over to Ruski. Minute 15 to play here in the first half. Honeyman, she'll spot up for a three. Switched it in for Callie Honeyman, the fourth three-pointer of the game. Fifth three-pointer of the game for Nemaha Central. 37-12. The minute to go till half. Lady Thunder up by 25 here in the second quarter. Pass down low to Flewelling. She got away with a step there. Schuster coming around to get the rebound. They're going to call a jump ball. Tied it up with Hallie Holthouse. Possession arrow to Nemaha Central. Dallinghouse with the ball. Now to Hallie. Holthouse passes ahead to Ruski. Over to Dallinghouse. Far wing. Into the lane. Had it stripped away. Loose. Picked up. Garrity nearly taking it back. Dodd with the ball across half court. 20 seconds. Out of the corner. Taylor kicks it over to Etzel. She'll try the three. That one's going to miss. Dodd with the rebound. Back out. Taylor. Now to Etzel again. 5 seconds. Flewelling has it picked. Loose on the floor. She gets a shot up in time, but too high off the glass. That's the end of the first half. The Lady Thunder with 5 3-pointers and 6 of 9 from the free throw line, leading the Lady Wildcats 37-12 at halftime. We'll take a break, recognize our sponsors for SCTV, be back with a halftime stats, start of the second half. You're watching SCTV.
Hi there, I'm Rachel Allen. I'm one of the family physicians in Sabetha, Kansas. Underage drinking isn't just an issue in terms of breaking the law. It comes with a number of both short and long-term consequences. Research has shown that alcohol use in teenage years can affect normal brain development, and it has also been shown to cause a 4 times increase in alcohol use disorder. In addition, teenage drinking has been shown to cause poor school performance and has been found to increase high-risk sexual activity, injuries among teens, and even death. It contributes to 3,500 deaths in people under the age of 21 each year in the United States. Long-term health consequences must also be considered when discussing the risk of teenage drinking. In addition to increasing the rate of alcohol use disorder, it has been associated with long-term diseases such as dementia, heart disease, and stroke. I know it's tempting to consider decreasing the drinking age to 18 from 21 in the hopes of making it legal will decrease these negative consequences. When the drinking age was raised to 21, there was a 16% decrease in car accidents related to alcohol, and teenage drinking decreased by 20%. It is also shown to decrease unintended consequences of underage drinking, including drug dependence, teenage deaths, and adverse birth outcomes related to teenage pregnancies.
My name is Rich Vernon. I've been the sheriff for Nemaha County since 2006. I've actually been employed by the Nemaha County Sheriff's Office back since 1990. That puts me in my 30th year of law enforcement here in Nemaha County. Now, I grew up in this county. I'm a lifelong resident. I've lived in this county. I grew up in the 80s. There was a lot of alcohol consumption back then. I know a lot of parents look at it like we did it when we were kids, so why can't our kids do it? If you, as a parent, or your children actually allow people to come into your homes or on your lands and drink or consume alcohol or even possess it, then you could be held liable for this law. This law carries penalties up to a $1,000 fine, and it is a Class A misdemeanor, which can actually include jail time. I can tell you, after doing this for 30 years and spending those years pulling young men and young women out of ditches lifeless, that has changed my attitude towards alcohol and towards its consumption of minors greatly. And I hope and pray that anything you can do to keep that from happening in the future, you will do, and try to keep our young children alive. Thank you.
In Nemaha County, I'm Jared Snyder, one of the family physicians at Seneca Family Practice. I don't know if you're aware, but there's a study by the state of Kansas that comes out about every year surveying our young kids in the community, ages 12 through 18. Would you be surprised to know 25% of our kids that responded between ages 12 and 18 responded saying that they had drank alcohol in the 30 days prior to the survey. And when you take into consideration and break that down, that's 4% of 6th graders, 12% of 8th graders, 34% of sophomores, and 48% of our high school seniors reporting alcohol use in the month leading up to the survey. And that's an upward trend, a year-over-year upward trend, and approaching double the state averages. Some will say kids will be kids, or if they're going to drink, they may as well do it at my house so I can have oversight. And frankly, those arguments are getting people hurt. It's leading to medical problems, addiction, and lifelong habits. We really do need to change the culture of alcohol in our community. 21 is 21 for a reason. I would just urge the community members to say, let's save some lives. The change starts at home.
All right, this is Adam, take 2. Mark?
I guess.
Germantown, Mavericks,
Mary Road.
The best part about playing football in Texas has to be the reaction from the community, the fan base, and just the support and encouragement that you get from your family and your friends is great.
The hardest thing about cheer for me is tumbling, because I'm actually a dancer outside of school, and so the tumbling dynamics versus the dance dynamics was totally opposite.
I feel like choir has given me just such great memories. We are always just, singing with our harmonies and with other people, and it's just so cool. It's so fun.
One of my favorite memories from cross country this past year was when my team made it to state. At the race, everyone picked up their game. And when the 5th guy crossed and he made it, everyone was just so excited and like outbursts, couldn't control their feelings.
By playing basketball, I learned that I can almost do anything I want. If I set my mind to it, I can achieve my goals if I have a plan.
A great reason to get yourself involved in sports and activities is to meet new people and create new relationships, experience new things, and do stuff that you've never done before.
My reason why is commitment.
My reason why is passion,
Friendships.
Pride. My reason why is to keep going.
Welcome back. You're watching SCTV. Lady Thunder leading the Lady Wildcats 37-12 here after the first half of play. Scoring the game for the Lady Wildcats, 6 points for Brooke Wilcox, all 6 coming on 3 field goals in the first quarter. Wilcott, a 5'10" sophomore for the Wildcats, a very good athletic ball player. We'll see more of her as the years go by here. Lindsay Wisdom with 4 points in the first half. She had a field goal in the first quarter and a 2 for 2 from the free throw line in the second quarter. And Brooke Flewelling with 2 points in the first quarter. For Nemaha Central, Lady Wild Thunder have Ellie Ruski with 9 points, all on 3-pointers. 3 3-pointers for her in the first half of play. 2 of them in the first quarter. Callie Honeyman with 7 points off the bench. 2 of 2 from the free throw line first quarter. Hit a field goal and a 3 in the second quarter for her. Ella Larkin with 4 points, a pair of field goals in the first quarter. Hallie Holthouse with 2 points, a field goal in the second quarter. Addie Holthouse with 6 points in the game, all 5 of them in the first quarter of play. Got sprained her ankle on her last field goal there in the first quarter. Came out for a little while. She got taped up, walked it off, going good there. She has 6 points in the game, 2 field goals the first quarter, 2 for 4 at the free throw line. Cammie Dollinghouse with a 3-ball in the second quarter, 0 for 1 at the line. And Reagan Garrity with 6 points. Field goal in each of the quarters, 2 of 2 from the free throw line for her. Thunder led 21-10 after the first quarter. Outscored the Wildcats 16-2 in the second quarter. The Wildcats only getting a pair of field goals in the second quarter. And that's how the Thunder have this 37-12 lead. The Wildcats hit a 3-pointer from Grace Etzel to start off the second half of play. Thunder looking to feed it down low, tipped and into the hands of Wisdom. 37-15. Dodd over to Wisdom, drives into the lane, shot up, a foul, and count it. Lindsay Wisdom hits the shot and will get another free throw to boot. This one goes against number 14, Hallie Holthouse. Be her second personal. First team and a half. Wisdom's free throw is good. She's 3 of 3 from the free throw line. The Wildcats with the first 6 points to start this half. Larkin underneath, up and in for 2. Good feed from Cammie Dollinghouse. Wildcats across half court. Etzel now to Flewelling. She'll drive right down the line up against Garrett with a shot missed and a rebound to the Thunder. Larkin gets it off to Holthouse. Holthouse down the lane. Runner, jump shot, good. Addie Holthouse with 8 points. Into the middle, Flewelling. She'll bring it across half court. Wisdom down the lane, up with a shot, short. Rebound goes to Holthouse. Holthouse cuts back into the middle of the floor, slows it up, off to Larkin. Larkin for 3, top the key, and it's good. Ella Larkin with her first 3-pointer of the game. 6 of them from Nemaha Central so far. 44-18. There's Wilcott, blocked by Garrity. They're going to call a foul on Nemaha Central. This one will go on Garrity, her first. Second team. Brooke Wilcott's first trip to the free throw line. Shooting 2. In and out on the first one. Second free throw. And that one is good. Substitutions. Schuster and Taylor head into the game as Wisdom and Brooke Wilcott come out. Dollinghouse. Over to Larkin. Feed it down low to Garrity. Garrity baseline jumper's good. Just a little out of reach, had to track it down, but got a good jump shot off. There's nearly a steal, and there is one from Larkin into the middle of the floor. Larkin has it poked away, trying to get it back, but there into the hands of Dodd. The Wildcats with the ball. Hand off to Dodd. 46-19 here in the third quarter. Dodd goes to the wing, corner, shot up from Taylor's, a quick shot, missed. Etzel with the rebound on the backside. Gets it back out to Dodd. Taylor, back to Dodd. Zone defense, pass down low to Flewelling. She opened up underneath, and she puts it in for two, her second field goal of the game. Holthouse will drive baseline, trying to come underneath, passes off to Larkin, a layup good. Good look as Holthouse drew a crowd. 48-21. Taylor on the over to Flewelling, down low. Schuster blocked by Garrity, but right into the hands of Dodd, who puts it in for two. Dodd with her first field goal of the game. Over to Garrity, pass down low. Larkin up with a shot blocked. Fouled. Flewelling will pick up another personal foul. First team on the Wildcats, second on Flewelling. Larkin's free throw misses. Wisdom heads back in as Flewelling comes out along with Dodd. Shot up, that one is good from Larkin, getting her first free throw of the night. Erilyn Allen in for the Wildcats. There's a tip steal from Honeyman. Honeyman into the game for Nemaha Central. Dollinghouse back out to Larkin for three. Front iron missed. Loose on the floor. Grabbed by Honeyman. Now we're going to get a jump ball call and possession arrow to Nemaha Central. 3:38 go here in the third. 49-23. Dollinghouse to inbound the ball. Passes it out high to Ruski. Ellie Ruski in the game here in the second half. Looks to pass it off to Dollinghouse. She came towards her and then cut back at the last second as Ruski was about to pass it, and it goes out of bounds. Allen trying to get it to Taylor, and it's kicked away out of bounds off of Ruski's leg. Erilyn Allen to inbound, finds Taylor. Now over to Wilcott. Natalie Wilcott with the ball. Taylor, quick feed down low, tipped, taken away by Holthouse, looking ahead. Trying to get it to Honeyman. Leads her bunch. Kicking it back to Ruski. Nice job. Larkin with the ball. Will drive to the glass, and she draws a foul on the Wildcats. I believe that'll be on Schuster. They call it on Erilyn Allen, her first. They inbound to Larkin. Now off to Addie Holthouse. Open shot for three from Dallinghouse's misses. And there's Wisdom with the rebound. Tip ball. Brewski couldn't get to it. Knocks it away out of bounds. Allie Holthouse and Reagan Garrity heading into the game. Dallinghouse and Larkin will come out. 2:44 to go here in the third. It's 49-23. Taylor over to Brooke Wilcott. High post, now swings it over to Allen. Back into the middle. Wisdom with the jump shot from inside the free throw line. It is good. Couldn't get it spit out there. 49-25. Off to Addie Holthouse. Holthouse will drive. Goes to the glass with a shot and is fouled. Holthouse will shoot two. Third team foul. This one charged to Brooke Wilcott. And it is her second. First free throw good from Holthouse. Etzel's back in along with Dodd. Second free throw from Addie Holthouse is good. 51-25. 26-point lead for Nemaha Central. Etzel tips it over to Dodd. Now to Wisdom. Corner of the free throw line. Steps in. Shot up and good for Lindsay Wisdom. She can hit him pretty good from in the paint. There's a drive to the glass and a blocking foul called on the Wildcats. Good drive from Ruski, drawing a foul on number 11, Grace Etzel. Fourth team foul. Second on Etzel. Addie Holthouse and Honeyman come out of the game. Larkin, Garrity, Hallie Holthouse, Cammie Dallinghouse, and Ruski on the floor for Nemaha Central. Dallinghouse, tip ball. Ruski gets to it first. Now off to Dallinghouse, over to Holthouse. Allie hands it off to Cammie. Tipped, picked, loose, kicked into the backcourt. Picked up by Brooke Wilcott. Passing it back to Dodd. They're going to get Dallinghouse for the reach-around foul. Third on team foul on Nemaha Central. First on Cammie Dallinghouse. Into Etzel. Allen drives, kicks off. Picked away, but right into the hands of Wisdom. Wisdom down the lane, layup, good. Lindsay Wisdom with another field goal. 4 field goals here in the third quarter for Lindsay Wisdom. Dallinghouse gets double teamed, knocked into the hands of Larkin. Now we got a timeout called by Hilton with 1:02 to go here in the third quarter. The first timeout by Nemaha Central. We'll be back.
On any given Friday night, you can find us here, illuminated only by the clear night sky and stadium lights. The ball field, a place for fierce rivals and close friends, a place for celebration, a place for family. We know what it means to come together, to be a part of something bigger, to be united. United Bank and Trust, banking for your way of life. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Lindsay Wisdom with 9 points here in the third quarter, 4 field goals and a free throw. Trying to help her team get back into it. Thunder with the ball coming out of their first timeout, a 30-second timeout. Hallie Holthouse will drive to the glass, pulls up for the jumper, stripped of the ball, loose on the floor, Grabbed by Wisdom. They're going to get a reach-on foul called on Hallie Holthouse, trying to get it back. And Hallie, that's hers. It is. It'll be her third personal. Fourth team on the Thunder. 51-49. Under a minute to go here in the third quarter. Wisdom wants to drive. Kicks it back out. Brooke Wilcott tracks it down. Etzel drives down the lane, kicking it out. Poked away out of bounds by Ruski. Llewellyn will head back in as Natalie Wilcott comes out. Etzel gets it into Llewellyn. They give it to Wisdom. Llewellyn kicks out. Etzel for three. Misses. Rebound, Dodd. Comes around underneath. Free throw line. Back out. Wilcott. Picks up her dribble. Gets it off to Llewellyn. Drives down the glass. Now we're going to call a foul on Nemaha Central with just under 5 seconds. And this one goes on number 12, Ella Larkin. Should be her first. 5th team foul on the Thunder. 4.9 seconds on the clock. They inbound to Wisdom. 3 seconds. Wisdom. Corner of the free throw line. Out. Shot up from Etzel. The last second is too strong. And Nemaha Central leads 51-29 at the end of 3. You're watching SCTV. We'll be back with the final 8.
Just a few miles out of town, pavement ends. The world opens up, and you can see for miles. For generations, families have planted and harvested, struggled and prospered, all working together to build something better for the next in line. We know what it means to love a lifestyle, to be a part of a tradition, to be united. United Bank and Trust, banking for your way of life. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Wildcats outscored Nemaha Central 17-14 here in the third quarter. 51-49 Nemaha Central with 8 minutes to go. Holton is ranked 10th in Class 4A in the girls division. Nemaha Central ranked 5th in 3A in this game. Going into this game, the Wildcats with the ball to start the fourth quarter. Down by 22. Llewellyn looking to get it into Wisdom. And a foul from behind is going to be charged to Addie Holthouse. It'll be her third. 6th team. What I see Holton doing now is they're going to pound it inside, trying to get it to Wisdom. Wisdom's been strong to the glass and having a good game. I would keep sending it to her if I could. There's Wisdom with the ball into the middle. Shot up. That one's going to be short. Rebound. Loose. Knocked out of bounds. It'll stay. I don't know. The officials are getting together to talk. I think he called it Holton's ball. And it will stay with Holton. 7:41 to go here in the game. Wildcats get it in. The Wilcott. Wisdom. Through her hands, but right to Etzel. Etzel with the ball. Finds Dodd. Now out to Wisdom. Etzel. Etzel off to Dodd. Kicks out to Etzel. Wilcott. Goes to the glass. They should call travel on that. She didn't. Can't just, I don't know. I don't think that's quite legal. They called a layup. Holthouse to the baseline. Double teamed. Stripped of the ball. No, they're going to call a foul on Wisdom. Lindsay Wisdom will pick up her second personal. fifth team. Larkin to Honeyman. Honeyman will back it out. Now to Holthouse. Honeyman. Hallie, Holthouse to Honeyman. Now to Larkin. Poked, but right into the hands of, poked away back to Hallie. Now gets it to Honeyman. Man defense from the Lady Wildcats. Nemaha Central having trouble. Handling the ball here, and now a timeout called by Nemaha Central. A full timeout, 6:34 to go in this game. The Wildcats to within 20. You're watching SCTV.
As a cooperative, Ag Partners has deep ties to each community we call home. Our employees have worked, lived, and volunteered alongside generations of patrons in these rural areas, building relationships through years of trust. Looking ahead at the ever-changing world and ag industry, we look forward to working and growing together to help feed the world. Ag Partners, partnering for the future.
Nemaha Central struggling a little bit here in this through the latter half of the third quarter and into the fourth. Wildcats have shaved off 6 points off the Thunder lead. The Thunder have turned it over a few times here, and now Wildcats with the ball down underneath into Flewelling. Now out to Wilcott, to Dodd. They get it to Etzel. Etzel couldn't handle it and lost it out of bounds. 6.5 minutes to go in the game. Dollinghouse pulls up for the jumper, misses, rebound goes to Dodd up the near sideline. Now she'll go to the baseline, crosses the lane, up with Wilcott. The shot missed, stuffed it short. Larkin with the rebound, needing some help. And now they're going to get a foul call on the Wildcats trying to take it away. They'll charge Schuster with the foul. It'll be her third. 6th team foul. Both teams with 6 fouls each. Substitution. Wisdom catching a breather, heads back in as Schuster comes out. Dollinghouse. Gets double teamed off to Hallie, taken away. Dodd collapsing down to get the steal. Dodd working against Honeyman, crossover into the lane, shot up. That one banked in, is good for 2 from Tiara Dodd. Her second field goal of the game. Heineman going to get it to Holthouse, tipped up in the air, but Holthouse gets it back, cross over to the corner. Hallie will try it for 3, back iron, misses. Battle for the rebound, Larkin able to grab it, and we're going to get a jump ball call with the possession arrow pointing to Nemaha Central. Ellie Ruski heads in along with Reagan Garrity. Cami Dollinghouse and Callie Honeyman come out. 5:11 to play. An 18-point lead for Nemaha Central. Hallie Holthouse needing to get it in. Finds Ruski. Now back to Holthouse in the corner. Pass tipped and taken away. Dodd pulls up in the lane, left it short, goes out of bounds, off the Wildcats. Allie Holthouse over to Larkin. Larkin to Ruski. Back to Larkin. Thunder need to run their man offense. There's a steal from Wisdom down the lane. Pulls up. She's going to get called for a travel. Shuffled her feet. Now we have a timeout called. No, not a timeout. A bench warning, I believe, called on the Wildcats. .51-33, 4.5 minutes to play. Hallie Holthouse over to Ruski. Ruski back to Hallie. Now to Larkin. Open three. That one misses. Rebound goes to the Wildcats. Dodd with the rebound. There's Wisdom down the lane. A blocking foul is going to get called on Nemaha Central. Charge to Reagan Garrity, her second, 7th team foul. I believe this will be a 1-and-1 for Lindsay Wisdom. Wisdom with 13 points so far in the game, leading her team in scoring. It adds 1 to her total, and we get to shoot another. .407 to play. Second free throw from Wisdom, rattles it in. 15 points for Lindsay Wisdom, 11 of them in the second half so far. A 51-35 lead. Timeout called. We'll take a break. We'll be back.
I'm a regular guy, not some celebrity endorser. You see, instead of paying for some big-name spokesperson to hype the same old run-of-the-mill account, Kasasa Checking gives that money directly back to you in the form of cash rewards. In fact, he just bought me this cup of coffee. See how that works? Amazing! Free checking, cash rewards. Take back banking with Kasasa.
Ask for free Kasasa checking at Community National Bank.
Nemaha Central still looking for their first field goal in the fourth quarter. Wildcats have added 6 to their point total. The Thunder lead is down to 16, 51-35, with just over 4 minutes to play in the game. Press being put on by the Wildcats. Ruski bounces it off the leg of Flewelling out of bounds. Honeyman checks in for Ruski. Into Dollinghouse. Back to Holthouse. Now to the middle of the floor. Honeyman, Dollinghouse, cross half court to Larkin. Holthouse with the ball now. Addie Holthouse. Honeyman to Larkin. Reagan Garrity. Down low, Holthouse. In the lane, kicking it out to Dollinghouse. Over to Honeyman. Looking for Dollinghouse and throws it just over her head and out of bounds. Thunder offense looks a little too tight. They're in too tight, till closer to one another. They need to spread it out on the floor a little bit more to give each other some room to move. It makes defense easier for the Wildcats when you play it tighter, or you're in too tight. Dodd down the lane, kicks out. Flewelling for 3. That one too strong and right into the hands of Dollinghouse. Trying to pass it down the floor, poking it ahead, but it gets out of the hands of Wisdom. Wisdom All the way to the glass, kicks it across the lane and up and in from number 20, Kaya Taylor. Her first field goal of the game. Larkin with the ball. Gets it off to Honeyman. 2:45 and counting. Just get pass over to Honeyman. Garrity hands off to Holthouse. Now they're going to get a foul on Brooke Wilcott. She'll pick up her third personal. 7th team, sending Holthouse to the free throw line for a 1-on-1. Etzel checks in. Taylor comes out. Holthouse is 4-6 from the free throw line this evening. 10 points in the game. Too strong on the first free throw. On the front end of the 1-on-1. 2.5 minutes to play. Dodd down the lane, lays it up and in, cutting through defenders and putting it in for 2. 6 points for Dodd and a timeout called. 30-second timeout. We'll be back.
Every day, hardworking people wake up early and open their doors to the people in their community. They provide more than just goods and services. They create relationships. Small business is alive and well, making life in our communities possible. We know what it means to support, to be part of a community, to be united. United Bank and Trust. Banking for your way of life. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Lady Thunder not handling the Holton defensive pressure very well. That's created turnovers and points for the Wildcats. Honeyman will drive down the far sideline, passing ahead to Larkin. Larkin to the glass, try to cross the lane to Garrity, but Dodd got back in time to get the steal. Dodd with the ball. Will come to the near side, near wing, kicks it off to Wilcott. Wilcott back to Dodd. Stolen away by Honeyman. Got a hand in there. Honeyman all the way to the glass is fouled. Honeyman goes to the floor hard again, awkwardly, and slow to get up. Honeyman will come off the floor. Hopefully she didn't re-injure that ankle. Ruski will go back into the game. And will they shoot free throws? They should, because she was fouled on the shot. So Dodd called for her second personal. 8th team foul. Ruski will shoot the free throws for Honeyman. First free throw, misses. Central struggling from the free throw line here as well. Looking for their first point here in the fourth quarter with just a minute 52 to play in the game. Second free throw misses as well. Llewellyn with the ball, minute 44 and counting. They got to attack. They're still down by 12 points. Tip ball over to Etzel. Cross court, finds Dodd, down to the middle, finds Wisdom, up with a shot, misses, rebound, got by Teradon on the backside, tipped around. Llewellyn with the ball, rolls and goes out of bounds with it to Nemaha Central. Allie Holthouse checks in. Ellie Ruski comes out. Minute 26 to play in this game. Holthouse ahead to Hallie. Over to Cammie Dollinghouse. Now to Holthouse. Minute 15 to play. Poked away out of bounds by Dodd. He'll stay with Nemaha Central. Addie Holthouse gets it into Larkin. Now to Dollinghouse. Now Larkin. Now they're going to get a foul on Wisdom. Wisdom picks up her third, 9th team. They're showing 4 on Wisdom. Must have missed one somewhere along the line. Larkin will shoot a 1-1. Front iron missed. Thunder cannot get a point on the board here in the fourth quarter. Wisdom into the lane. Shot up. They're going to call a foul on Nemaha Central with 49 seconds to go. Charge to Cammie Dollinghouse, her second foul. 8th team. Wisdom will shoot 2. Lindsay Wisdom having a heck of a game here in the second half. Only 4 points in the first half. Second free throw. That one's good as well. 5 of 5, 7 of 7 from the free throw line in the game. Pass across half court to Hallie. Now off to Addie Holthouse. 39 seconds. Addie over to Larkin. Back to Addie. 30 seconds, 10-point lead for Nemaha Central. Larkin up with a shot blocked out of bounds by Wisdom. Stays with Nemaha Central. Technical foul called on the Wildcats. So they're calling a technical foul on Brooke Wilcott for reaching across. She couldn't go straight up. She had to go straight up. Instead, she reached into out of bounds territory and knocked the ball. Can't do that. The technical foul is charged, but now free throws for Larkin. Misses them both. Thunder having a great first half and actually pretty good third quarter, but the fourth quarter flat stinks. They have not played very well here in the fourth quarter. Have not hit any free throws. Now they got a 5-second, nope, not a 5-second call. Timeout called by Hilton, a 30-second timeout. We'll take a break. You're watching SCTV.
S&S Automotive and Towing in Seneca is your locally owned and operated full-service automotive shop. Experience the family-like atmosphere and state-of-the-art service department, including digital inspections and text-to-pay. We know your time is valuable, so we offer pickup and delivery services. We service all makes and models and provide fast and honest service at a fair price. S&S Automotive and Towing Incorporated has been servicing Nemaha County for over 20 years. Visit us online or call us today.
Welcome back. You're watching SCTV. Thunder will inbound the ball. They get it into Dollinghouse. Dollinghouse fouled by Dodd. Dollinghouse will go to the free throw line. That's the 10th team foul on the Wildcats. So Cammie Dollinghouse will shoot 2 free throws. Thunder needing to hit some free throws. They're 0 of 6 from the free throw line here in the fourth quarter. And misses another one. I'd like to recognize some sponsors for SCTV. We have Nemaha Valley Motors, Ag Partners Co-op, Community National Bank, Souther Building Supply, and Crestview Nursing Home. There's a free throw finally made. Cammie Dollinghouse getting a point in the book for the Thunder here in the fourth quarter. 52-41. The Lady Thunder with the 11-point lead, 12 seconds. Etzel for 3. That one's going to miss. Rebound, Wilcott put back good from Wildcat, and a timeout called. 52-43, a 9-point lead for Nemaha Central. We'll take a break. We'll be back.
I'll take a grande, no foam, triple cap, double pump vanilla latte with 3.5 ice cubes, slightly shaken, extra whip.
Yeah, that's going to be an upcharge.
Great! This one is on my Kasasa cashback checking account. Kasasa pays me cash back on everyday debit card purchases, plus refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. Go on, take back banking and treat yourself to monthly cash rewards.
Ask for free Kasasa checking at Community National Bank.
I'd like to recognize some more sponsors for SCTV. We have SBS Insurance, First Heritage Bank, S&S Automotive, Life Care Center of Seneca, United Bank and Trust, Mitchell Appliance, Farm Bureau Insurance, Elk State Bank, Nemaha Valley Community Hospital. I'd like to thank our sponsors for supporting us, helping bring local programming to the community. 6:02 left to play in the game. Thunder had a 26-point lead at one point here in this half. And the Wildcats have got it now down to 9. They get it into Larkin. And they throw it across the floor looking for Hallie Holthouse. And there's the buzzer. The shot's no good. That's the end of the game. 52-43. The Thunder pick up another win. They are 3-0 while the Wildcats go to 1-2. Not a great win. Can't say it was ugly. It got ugly at the end for the Thunder. They only was able to get 1 point in the fourth quarter. 15 points in the second half. Fortunately, the Lady Thunder had a lot of points in the first 3 quarters of this game to hold off the Wildcats. Scoring in this game, we have Brooke Wilcott with 11 points, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Grace Etzel with the 3-ball. Kaya Taylor with 2. Lindsay Wisdom leading her team in scoring. She has 17 points in the game, and she was a perfect 7 of 7 from the free throw line. Brooke Flewelling with 4 points, and Tiara Dodd finishes with 6. For Nemaha Central, Ellie Ruski with 9 points. She was 0 of 2 from the charity stripe. Callie Honeyman with 7 points, all coming in the first half. Ella Larkin with 12 points. Was 1 of 5 from the free throw line this evening. Hallie Holthouse with 2. Addie Holthouse with 10. And she was 4 of 7 from the free throw line. Cammie Dollinghouse with 4 points and was 1 of 3 from the charity stripe. Reagan Garrity finished with 8 points on an evening, was 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Up next for Nemaha Central, they'll be play their 3rd straight home road game. They'll be headed to Hiawatha next Tuesday on the 13th of December. And then a week from today, they'll have a home game against Perry-LeCompton. That's on the 16th. And then they'll round out their December schedule at Sabetha on the 20th. I'm Mike Stahlbomber calling the game for you. Billy O on the camera. Caleb Ridnour with the production work. Boys game up next. Thanks for watching. We'll see you at that next ball game.